Coming up, a bill that could potentially ban public drag performances in Texas. Details ahead.
Plus, the Iowa Senate passes a bill reversing child labor laws. What this means for the state of Texas in minutes.
And the UTRGV Fine Arts Department holds a town hall meeting in Edinburg. KVAQ-TV starts now.
Hey vaqueros, welcome back. This is the final spring edition of KVAQ-TV. I'm Xavier Aguilar.
And I'm Amada Valdovinos. Today's Monday, May 1st, and at the top of the newscast.
Restrictions on drag queens in Texas may limit performances.
After the recent Senate and House bills aim to ban public drag shows. Jared Palomares with the details.
Texas Senate Bill 88R12 was passed to the House on April 5th following the filing of House Bill 4378. Both bills are related to drag artists and performances.
Ultimately, it isn't just going to be trans, non-binary, and drag performers that get taken out of the game. Ultimately, the rights that the LGBTQ plus community have won will be under siege.
House Bill 4378 defines a drag show as a performance in which the performer exhibits a gender that is different from their gender recorded at birth. UTRGV political science professor Andrew Smith says that the wording of this bill could also entrap less controversial performances.
Traditional performances of Shakespeare, in which all of the actors were male, those could get shut down under how broadly this bill is worded.
Smith mentions these bills could ban drag events in public spaces like libraries, parks, or family-oriented brunches, while also threatening to allow individuals to take legal action against performers if a minor is present in a private or public space. Drag entertainer Gardenia Guadalupe Gaea says these bills not only affect her as a queer person, but also affect the overall local entertainment community.
It's clearly supposed to end my career. We all pay our taxes like everybody else, and we are all valid citizens. My voice should count just as much as any other voice.
In a statement emailed to KVAQ-TV, State Senator Morgan Lamantia states, and I quote, "It is crucial to recognize SB 12's extremely vague and overly broad language. This vagueness could have far-reaching consequences, potentially affecting artistic and theatrical organizations as well. If passed, the bill could create an environment of fear, discouraging these organizations from coming to Texas in fear of being unwelcomed and prosecuted for their artistic expression. We must take into account the potential harm that SB 12 inflicts upon the LGBTQIA+ community, but also the adverse effects on the arts and creative industries as a whole." Both bills are scheduled to go into effect as of September 1st if they succeed in the legislative process. For KVAQ-TV in McAllen, Jared Palomares.
The Iowa Senate passed a bill that reverses child labor laws and protections previously instated for teens in the workforce. Tristan Cortez with the story.
Following the rollback of child labor protections in states such as Arkansas, the Iowa Senate has passed Senate Bill 542, which will allow teens to work longer hours and in potentially risky occupations.
Passed on April 18, 2023 at 5:42 a.m., revisions of the bill include exemptions in sections 92.8, which now allow teenagers from the ages of 14 to 17 to work in restricted industries, such as meat processing and logging, under work-study programs. President of the Iowa Federation of Labor, Charlie Wishman, believes that Senate Bill 542 could exacerbate problems the organization has seen within the current workforce in the U.S.
There has been all across, especially here in the Midwest, we've seen in meatpacking plants, kids as young as 12 working in dangerous conditions with dangerous chemicals. I think it goes to some of the motivations of this bill and where it comes from. And sadly, in many cases, I think that it is legalizing current bad practices that are going on.
As reported by State of Texas Children, 68% of children in the Valley come from high-poverty neighborhoods. UTRGV political science lecturer Bryant Williams-Skoulos believes children from low-income families in the RGV often feel pressure to work to support their household.
It would honestly surprise me that Texas isn't already kind of at the forefront of this, given where they are on some of this. You know, kids they know when their parents are struggling to make ends meet. The laws should be protecting them from that type of pressure. And particularly, again, for immigrant families, communities of color.
To address the risk towards minors, Bushman and the Iowa Federation of Labor intend to bring change through campaigning and making workers' voices heard.
This bill doesn't look anything like it did at the beginning. And that wasn't by playing nice. We didn't pick this fight, but we will finish it.
Alongside the Iowa Labor Union's campaign, the Texas Federation of Labor is rallying workers together and advocating lawmakers to implement better protections in the workforce. For KVAQ-TV in Edinburg, Tristan Cortez.
I'm Karina Cano, and you're watching KVAQ-TV.
Just a week after a town hall meeting in Brownsville about Rustenburg Hall, the UTRGV Fine Arts Department held a town hall meeting in Edinburg concerning the Edinburg Fine Arts facilities. Theater film students voiced having an outdated facility and insufficient space to practice for productions. Students also raised safety concerns, saying they fear walking in unlit areas and distant parking lots at night. Dean of College of Fine Arts Jeffrey Ward was present to help in the creation of a strategic plan to address ideas and goals.
The main thing that's important is that this is both aligned with what's happening at the institutional level, but also what the priorities are within the departments. The next step is how do we look at various concerns and what do we do first?
Ward adds that the Fine Arts Department is working to create a committee over the summer that will help address the main priorities for students. And that's a wrap. Make sure to watch us Monday through Friday on VCAST monitors and social media. For the last time, for KVAQ-TV, I'm Xavier Aguilar.
And I'm Amada Valdovinos. See you next semester.